Now, as the story goes, she was visited by the spirit of Asar. And as a result of being visited by the spirit of Asar, she was impregnated.
Osiris represents the masculine phenomena in nature, the reproductive, the reproducing, the regenerative energy of man.
The spirit of Asar impregnated his virgin wife Aset. And that 9 months later, their son, Heru, was born on the same birth date as his father. That birth date corresponds to December 25th.
The feminine phenomena in nature comes and reconstitute and regenerate the dead masculine phenomena and allows it to replicate itself and reproduce even though it had been killed. And so the son, Heru, is produced out of that fusion.
And that's how she gave birth to Heru, their son.
And it is Aset, the feminine principle, the mother of God, that makes it possible for all these things to happen. She protects Asar and she nurtures Heru. She is what is the balance of all things in the cosmic universe.
To produce that regenerative force which saves the world.
This is the world's first story of a virgin birth, okay? And Heru rises up now to avenge the death of his father.
When Set learned about the birth of Heru, he sought out to kill every firstborn son. And so Aset knew that in order to save herself and save the life of her son, that she would have to flee. And so she did just that, fled to the wilderness and raised Heru, taught him all about his father and the many things that he had done, and ultimately prepared him for the day in which he would do battle against his evil uncle Set.
And this story of Aset searching for the missing pieces of her husband, Aset being impregnated by the spirit of her husband, Aset giving birth to her son among the bulrushes, and then preparing her son for his life's work.
And in rising up to avenge the death of his father, he then has to fight Set. Set later becomes the archetype for what we now call Satan or Shaitan.
And so he comes to earth, and the first thing he does is to take on evil, which is symbolized by his uncle Set. And he fights against this darkness, and he's symbolized by light, and Set is symbolized by darkness. And this child has come forth as the savior of the world. The very word hero comes from the word Heru, you see.
And so you've got this battle between Heru and Set, good and evil. And in the process of this battle between the two, Heru has to receive guidance from Jehudi.